Hey everyone, Tom Pounder here, and welcome back for another episode of the Family Chit Chat. Thanks so much for joining me. Hey, today we're going to be talking about three guys and something extraordinary that they did. But before we begin, I want to ask you a question. Hey, have you ever been told or forced to do something you know wasn't the right thing to do? Something that you just knew in your heart, like, this is not right, I shouldn't be doing this, I can't be doing this. Well, our story today involves these three guys who were told to do something that they just knew wasn't the right thing to do. And we're going to look at what happened to them and how God came through in a really big way and how we can have confidence in God in what he says. So let's pause the video right now, read this story and answer these few questions. And when you're done, press play and we'll continue from there. All right, so Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were told to kneel down before this gold statue, but they knew it wasn't the right thing to do because they are only kneeling down to God. They worship God and they trust God, and they weren't going to worship someone or something they knew they shouldn't. But the problem was, if they didn't worship this idol, this gold statue, they were going to be thrown into the fiery furnace. I mean, it's not like they were just thrown in jail. They were going to be killed. And they said, I don't care. We still believe in God and we still trust that God will be with us. And guess what? God was with them. They were thrown in the fiery furnace and they were not hinged. They were not burned at all. In fact, they said there was another person in there with them. Isn't that so cool to see how God came in with them and was with them, protecting them? And then the king got to see that, oh my gosh, your God is the one true God. It's an amazing story, but Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had confidence that God is who he says he is, and God would protect them. And they had to stay faithful to him. And our bottom line today is, trust that God is always with you. God is always with you. God was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace, and God is with us. So the next time you're asked to do something you know you shouldn't do, trust God. He will be with you. He will guide you, and he will protect you in everything that you do. So trust God and keep your confidence in him. I also have a new memory verse for us to be looking at. I want to encourage you to be reading it. It's Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Hey, we can be confident that God is continuing to work in us. We have to just trust him, have confidence in him that he will guide us through it. And he will, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time for a whole new story. Have a great week, everyone.